This veteran Canadian metal band is synonymous with the word schizo. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com. And today we're speaking with Jeff Waters from Annihilator. So we always like to start by getting the origin stories of the bands that we interview. So tell us a bit about how Annihilator first got together.
Well, Annihilator started back in, I think, late 1984. Myself and a friend of mine that we were always sharing cassette tapes, illegally traded cassette demo tapes back then, of Venom, Slayer, Exodus, Anthrax, Metallica, Razor, Anvil, Exciter, their first records, and Mike Varney Shrapnel Records, thrash stuff, compilation albums that they had out. When I heard that heavy stuff from my friend John Bates, I totally got into that and just left everything else, all the Van Halen and everything behind. So he and I just started Annihilator. Kind of a weird name, but it worked, I guess. And it's very hard to say for Europeans. We got like Annihilator, Anal Eater, but we don't even have to really do that one. Annihilator. Occasionally they get it right.
There have been a lot of comings and goings within the band, let's say? A lot of different members. What would you say has led to that?
Well, I think in North America, finally with the internet, people are starting to, that want to know about our band, find out about our band. But over in Europe and Japan, everybody's known for about more than 20 years that it's essentially been a solo project, and I would hire different musicians. I like to work with different drummers, so I go after Mike Mangini's been on our records. He's with Extreme, Steve Vai, now he's with Dream Theater. So what I do is I basically team up, find a drummer, and my singer's been the same singer for almost a decade now, which is coincidental that we're selling more and more records. Maybe it's because we have a stable lineup. My singer, guitar player Dave Padden, and I have been just hiring the bass player and the drummer every time we go and do a record or do a tour. So it's like 50% of a real band kind of thing. But a lot of people didn't know that over here because we've never really played here. We haven't really put out records for a long time, 15, 17 years since we've done a real proper release here. So all people know is that, oh, it's some band from Canada that had a song called Alice in Hell decades ago, and there's a lot of lineup changes. But Europe would tell you something totally different. They go, Alice in Hell, oh yeah, that was a long time ago. And then they name off all the new stuff.
Why do you think your popularity hasn't kind of stuck around in Canada?
Well, a couple reasons. We kind of went out with when the labels were cleaning house back in 1992, 93, of all things that had the word metal in their bio. You had to go with the new sounds, the new type of metal that was coming out, like Biohazard, Pantera. You'd have to go with the newer stuff, otherwise they didn't want the traditional stuff. I bowed out when we lost our deal to Roadrunner, and it was the best thing that happened to me because, well, North America the industry pulled away from supporting these kinds of bands. Overseas was different. It was like bigger. We left Roadrunner and we got a new deal, and it was an even bigger thing for us. Essentially, I had a kid, and the mother died of cancer. I ended up being a single father when my kid was a year and a half. So it was just me, my kid, and I had to make a choice. Do I want to maybe go where the money is and where the popularity is, where I'm being supported? If I go to North America, I'll spend all my year traveling trying to work North America, and I won't be able to be a father. So I basically part-timed it. It was like father part of the year and overseas the other. And we've been 22 years overseas successful, so it's like, I'll take it. Go to Spain any day. Yeah.
What are you guys working on now?
14th studio record is finished, and we're actually working on the 15th, which is weird, but I want to do a lot more touring. So I figure, well, let's try to see if we can get 2 records done. And in between the 2, we'll do a bunch of festivals and cool shows, which is something I'm lucky I can do. I've been booking only fun things, like we got the 70,000 tons of metal boat cruise, metal cruise coming up in a couple of weeks in Grand Cayman Islands, Miami. And we've got, I think the biggest show we'll ever have headlined is coming up in summer in Sofia, Bulgaria. the airport there. It's going to be like 40, 50,000 people. I get to kind of pick and choose all these awesome gigs and then come back, work on the album with my singer for a couple weeks, and then go out and do it again and make money and have fun.
Sounds like fun. Thanks very much.